Sometimes a soul food business can either be a local treasure or a local trigger. Today we're talking about the treasure, Southern Skillet in Dallas, North Carolina, and why it has the whole community talking. Hey, Chef.
Hey, Chef, how you doing?
I can't complain. Just introduce yourself.
Well, I'm Chef Rod Thompson. I come from Cincinnati, Ohio. That's where I met Chef Anthony Jordan at doing his big thing down there. And I'm in North Carolina right now in a small city called Dallas. Been down here for about 10 years now. And this year, this past April, we got our business started with the Southern Skillet LLC. It's another soul food spot that, is just trying to cater to the people and kind of help in a way where they can have good food but not breaking the pockets.
Okay, I'm glad you said that because we're gonna touch on everything you just said. Let me ask you this. Can you modernize comfort food without losing its soul? Putting spins on it and keeping the heritage, the where it come from.
I know. I think we can though. What we starting to see down here is like this fusion type of thing with
Right,
soul food. Like, you know what I mean?
right,
And I think when we stretch it so far out with the fusion idea, that's when the price starts to escalate a little more. But I think if we just keep it in the simple form of what we already know, because that's what worked. Like down here, we cater into like the fried chicken, right? The sweet potatoes, the
right.
mac and cheese. And as long as you making this stuff and it's good, people gonna come back. But when you start to venture off a little bit, I don't know, it started getting shaky. I seen businesses that's been in business for 20, 30 years serving the same food. They changed a little bit, wanted to cater to the new crowd, and it didn't work. And then I started seeing people going back to the old way. Just the basic formula. I can make this, I make good chicken over here. So that's what they focus on. What I'm focusing on here at the Southern Skillet is one of my favorite dishes is whiting, fried whiting
Right.
or grilled salmon,
I'm on the
something
way.
like
I'm on the
that.
way.
Right? Come on down. Come on. These two are my favorites. So
Okay.
we pair them with some cream grits. It's like we always had that type of staple in our community, and just trying to just continue with that part of the idea, that part of the legacy. I learned this stuff from my mother. She learned it from her mother. You know what I'm saying? So just trying to keep it going.
Right.
And like I
Now,
said, something that's just not gonna break you down financially though.
right. And that's good. I want to ask the question. Do you have sometime you have to go back and forth with the customer, either
Mm-hmm.
with price or portion or a combination of both? Because I notice sometimes I know I got you. I got you. Cause boy, look, I done
Hey.
been through it where, it's let me see what the portion is. The portion ain't
Yep.
right comparable to what I'm paying in price and vice versa. What's your thought?
So, with the portion piece, so that's something that I thought about for a long time. I'm like, well, in order for me to make it affordable, like on average, these type of plates are going for $20 at
Right,
the low end, right?
right,
And then the high end, you can see it as high as 30. So with me, it's telling me like, okay, I see, the basic box, the basic white box or the basic black box with like an 8x8 or something like that, and they try to fill that in. And so I'm like, well, maybe if I just take the same idea, give them about the same size, but maybe we can lessen, instead of giving you, something like 3 pieces of fish, I can give you 2 pieces of fish and 2 sides or something like that, and then
right.
scale it back that way and see how far I can get. I've been able to work that, to about, I can get you right in there about anywhere from like, 13, $15, something like that,
Right.
you know.
Because you got, especially since COVID, everything went up
Man,
dramatically and
yep.
it keeps going up for various reasons.
And
I
it don't
won't go
slow
into
down.
those. So that means I can't swallow that as a business owner. I can't swallow the raises and the prices that's going up of products because when something
There's,
goes up, everything goes up. The containers, the
mhm,
napkins, the spoon, fork, knife, rent,
yep.
gas, and electric. So I can't swallow that to pass the savings on to you, in order to continue to operate.
Mhm.
So a lot of people come in. Do you have people that come in and say, "Hey, where's the healthy options?"
Yeah, I've had that, and some people was like, "Do you got vegan?" And I was like, "You know what? I
Right,
don't have the vegan options. I don't have like that what you would consider to be, the
right,
healthy option or whatever." But even if we venture to that place, because for a while there, I was in the vegan island, just out
right,
there.
right,
Man, it's so expensive just to keep up in that realm because even before COVID happened. You know, you're talking about, let's take this mushroom and let's turn it into something fried and crunchy, right? That, which was purchasing from wherever you may have gotten it from, was already up in price. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So at that point, it's like I can't even. There's no savings that I can give to the customer when I'm serving this. I know when I go to a place like that, yeah, on average, $25, $30 a plate, and it looks like a. And what it look like? It look like a soul food plate. So for me, I said, you know what? I'm gonna stay out of that area, and I'm gonna just go back into the area which I know. Right.
Right.
Now you can come and get the food. Maybe you just don't have to eat all of it. Maybe you can share it. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I've seen that. I've seen where businesses doing like the soul food, and they give you the real big boxes. They piling it up, $120, and it's like it's good enough for 3 people. And
Right.
I'm like, this is it's getting crazy out here, man. But people are trying to do everything to just kind of catch the customer eye and just have them think for a quick second and say, yeah, I want that.
Because it's
Again,
one
I'm
thing to
just
keep the customer, it's another one to keep. And then have that
exactly.
customer refer other people to you.
Yep.
You could get that initial customer, you could use your little tricks or whatever. But if they leave dissatisfied in any type of way, they're not going to recommend you or send other people your way.
No, nope. And I've been seeing that too. I've been seeing that online. They got some famous people or some people that become social media famous with their cooking, and people are going venturing out to go get their food, and they're like, "This is not what I thought it was going to be. It doesn't look the same." So we're just trying to keep with that integrity of what you see is what you will get, and hopefully that taste is there that know and love. So.
Mhm. How did you get started, Chef?
I got started, man. I remember my mother was teaching me how to cook when I was about 8 years old, and from like 8 to I helped her in the kitchen. She gave me some basic meals to cook. By the time I was 15, I ventured off into baking by way of my grandmother. She made a 7 Up cake. I liked that cake, and so I asked her, "How did you make this cake?" Man, she told me what she used. I stored it in my memory. Left her house, caught the bus 2 hours away, and stopped by my local gas station and saw what they had. They had ingredients that I know I didn't have at the house.
Right.
I still kind of use this today. And I went to the house, made this cake up, boom, boom, took her a piece the next day. She said, "It's better than mine." She said, "You about to have you cooking this for Thanksgiving and Christmas." You know what I'm saying? So that just created the bug inside of me.
Right.
So by the time, I mean, just from like that 15, I say by the time I was about 25, I started having people come to the house, friends, family, and I just was always cooking various items or whatnot, and we just have conversation. And I just always loved that idea, just good food, good people, chilling conversation. Next thing I know, hit culinary school at the Art Institute, and was there a couple years, and just once we graduated, we just hit the ground running. And so I was working under a caterer in Cincinnati. She was kind of showing me the ropes, and that just created that bug to try to continue to get good food to people and put it on their table. You know what I'm saying? In their atmospheres.
Okay. You kind of touched on something I've been wanting to ask. You said that you were taught in the home and then you
Yeah.
took that, went to school and started the business, or did you start the business before you went to school?
No, I went to school first. I didn't start anything until afterwards. So like when I was
Okay.
in school and just freshly out, man, I was in the city. I was in at home in
Right.
Cincinnati.
Right.
And something I don't know what it was. Like we started making baked potatoes and we loaded these bad boys up. I shared a picture on social media one time and it just took off like wildfire. And I was like, wait, what's happening here? Like, I mean, it took off in a way that we couldn't really keep up. It was just
Oh,
me, yeah, me, my wife, and our kids was way younger then.
right.
And I'm like, hey, I need your help. And we was
You got the
not
kids in
only
there messing with the potatoes.
yeah, yeah. so I
Kids
mean we
looking at
had
you like, man,
yeah, we
I
they
gotta get
like
some Jordans out of this.
exactly. And that's what they wanted video games. Let me get that new PS5 or whatever
Right.
it was at the time.
Right.
And I mean, we had these bad boys loaded from shrimp, steak, chicken, and the various cheeses, bacon, whatever you wanted on it, you got it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And we was making them. Some people came and picked them up, or we would deliver them out. But it was like, it was a hectic time. And that happened right before, like a couple years right before we moved down here.
Okay.
But yeah, but
And
definitely it was.
and the question is, because you can cook at home
Mhm.
and your family is raving, does that mean you can cook? What's the word I'm looking for?
To the
Professionally.
public.
And for the public. Yep. For the public.
Well, because you know we come like because you went to school and they gonna teach you how to do these things professionally, like you know what I'm
Right.
saying. They gonna how
Right.
to look and how to be the etiquette of it all, right? Your family is gonna majority of the family is gonna like what you got because it's you. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But then when you start to venture out to like some friends that you just kind of like, let's just say fair weather because y'all cool, but you don't know them like that. They start to taste your food and then you start to see their reaction. They're like, man, this almost tastes like my mother's, or it almost tastes better than my mother's.
Right.
Then you get this that bug start to hit to say like,
Right.
let me see if somebody else can taste this and let me see how far that I can go. And that's just how it just kept happening. Like, you know, so even to this day, I mean, I meet so many new people that never had my food, and they will send me messages like, "This was the best I've ever had," and I'm like,
Right.
"The best you ever had?" I'm like, "I know you had this before," you know what I'm saying, and I'm grateful that you like it, but I'm meeting new people every day that likes it. I meet people who is okay with it too. I meet people who they want it all the time, like you know
Right.
what I'm saying,
Right.
and you know, of course, they want it all the time, but they don't want to pay for it all the
Bang bang. Next question.
time. You know what I'm saying?
Next
So
question. Because
yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
times that happens with the very people who are when you at home cooking and you're cooking for the family at the grill outs and stuff like that, it's
Hmm.
cool. Until you get an established business and they have to start paying, now it's a problem. Now the
Yeah,
food
yep.
don't taste good. You ain't all that. You
Yeah. Wait, wait.
ain't no support, stuff like that. So it's kind of crazy. Another question.
Hmm.
Can a soul food establishment get so big that it loses its soul?
Yes, yep. And I see that now. And what I'm because when you loses the soul because the food started to taste different. You start to cater to a different type of people at that point. You have to leave it the way that it is. Some people may come in and say, those sweet potatoes is too sweet. But
Right.
that's just how that sometimes it's just how it is though.
Yeah.
You
That's
know,
just their
they
opinion.
that's their opinion. They gonna leave, but guess what? You're gonna have the vast majority come in to taste and they gonna like it. Or they might say, you know, your chicken is bland, you know, but that's just a opinion of a couple
Right.
people. You
Right.
got the vast majority coming in. But when you start to try to cater to every
No.
opinion
No.
that comes, you
No.
start to lose yourself. You start to lose your ideas. You start to lose what your recipes
Right.
were. And we're just bringing this
Right.
this idea literally from home.
If
You know what I'm
somebody
saying? And
has
just
an
keeping it.
opinion, I will investigate it. I
Yeah.
will be truthful about their opinion. But a lot of times in the end, it's just people blurting out stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
it, like you say, if you follow it, you got soul food in the daytime, you got Chinese food in the afternoon,
Yes,
and
yes.
Mexican food
Yep.
in the evening. And
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 guess
ain't,
what?
and still ain't nobody happy.
No, let me ask you this. Have you ever done that though?
Yeah, yeah. I've
I did the same thing.
Now, the funny part is, I do it as a personal chef on purpose. I get all the information see, as a personal chef, you're getting all the information from them up front. So if they
Yeah.
don't like it, hey, you made the choice. I got it from you,
Exactly.
So
Right.
that's the
Hmm.
cool part about being a personal chef and doing, events and meal prep and stuff like that for people. Because I mean, you may have cooked it, overcooked it, or which is
Hmm.
rare.
Right,
I'm
right.
not leaving the building if it's overcooked, if it's messed up in any type of way. But as a personal chef, I'm asking you those questions. I've got
Yep.
to ask about dietary restrictions,
Hmm.
allergies, and things like that because I don't want to cook you something you don't like it,
You know, like, yep.
or you're allergic to it, you get sick. Somebody didn't like a lot of sodium, took the sodium out.
Yep.
Barely even touched it. Let the natural sodium of the actual food blend, and they still weren't happy. But I think that was something else.
Yep. Yep.
That was a
Nope. I got it.
whole nother, But
So
I want to thank you, Chef, for showing up today. I appreciate you. Always supporting you. I might not tag the whatever. I have a habit of doing that. I'll scroll past them in my man. I'll say, "Oh, that's banging," or "I like that," and then
yeah,
I'll scroll on and But I need to get. I made a conscious effort to get better at that.
I know. I got to do better too.
Saying things on people's posts, hey, a quick "I like it" or something to that effect, because we are here battling. We are here
Yeah.
fighting for our lives and our futures and the future of our kids and the future of the culinary industry and cooks in general. But I want to
Hmm.
thank you, Chef. I appreciate you. Love the Southern Skillet. I believe it's achieving a lot of things that most people never achieve. It's getting people talking. And in a town like Dallas, North Carolina, I know you rock it.
Oh
And
yeah, yeah. Because we don't have a lot of what I'm serving down here and just in our area. But you get that type of thing when you get deeper into Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? And like that last question you asked, can they get too big? Can the southern places get too big? It has happened, and I've watched it, and I'm just trying to learn from it.
gotcha. Thank you, Chef.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Once I edit it, I tag you on the book and all that stuff, and appreciate you.
All right, no
If
problem.
I'm
Have a
ever
good
down there, I need to see you because I know if I get to eating and then y'all looking for me, I'm over in the booth sleep. I'm over
right,
in the
right.
parking lot in the grass sleep. I got a smile on my
Exactly.
face, but my stomach big.
Right.
Yeah. All right, Chef. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. You too.